All right, so here we go. Fantasy Zone 2, Tears of OPA OPA on the SEGA Master System. That classic SEGA opening, man. I love it. Great stuff. What you're going to notice right away is Fantasy Zone is very bright. It's very colorful, very cutesy. That does cause issues at some parts in the game with not being able to see the enemies and enemy bullets. But otherwise, it's a really, really kind of fun, interesting game. The overarching goal is to destroy all of these bases. Some of them drop money, some of them will open a boss door, and I will show you that when we get there. But Fantasy Zone really takes a lot of strategy and planning because you do have to grind for money. You do have to know which power-ups you're going to need. You do not want to overbuy power-ups because in the event that you die, you will lose all the power-ups that you bought. So if you bought, like, the laser beam, and you also bought the fireball, and you're saving the fireball for later, and you died, you're gonna lose it. One of the toughest things to do in this game is when you die, have to go back and get all of your upgrades, because as you can see, I'm moving at a snail's pace. Here's the boss door. It's this red warp door. We can't get in there yet because we haven't destroyed all of the bases. Oh god, get down there. The beginning of this game is very, very difficult because you are so underpowered and mistakes really, really hurt you because you're going to die. Now, as we get to stage 2, we will get, a health bar upgrade. And then in stage 3, we'll get another health bar upgrade and a shield. And that will all sort of help carry us through the rest of the game. And, there's secret shops that will get more health bar upgrades. So the first thing that we want to do, you have $4,000 cash money, is to go into the shop. And we're going to just buy the normal engine. This is where I like to be. I don't like the jet engine. I don't like the turbo engine. They're too zippy. Now, we're going to grind in this level for about $25,000. And then we're going to come back, get the laser for the boss, and then the bomb upgrade. The reason we're going to grind on stage 1 is, one, none of these enemies shoot at you, so it's a safer way to get money, even though it takes a little longer. It's worth it in my opinion. The second reason is, in stage 3, there's a secret shop. And in that secret shop, we want to be able to buy the health bar upgrade, the health refill, the auto fire, the big shot, and the shield. So we need to be able to buy 5 things. So we want to make sure that we have the cash for that. So I'm just gonna grind here for a while. And I will leave a timestamp to when we go back to the shop and pick up our upgrades that we need to finish this level right about here in the timeline. But if you're sticking around, I'll explain a little bit more how this stuff works. So the enemy patterns, they all come out and they do the same thing. They may come from the left, they may come from the right. We got the turtles here. We shoot them, and we get a big coin. Each big coin is worth $200. And every chain that we shoot will give us that big coin. Now they do start to fly away. They're not going to stay on the screen forever. But then we get the turtles, and we just kind of scroll up or down vertically and shoot them. We got these little orange or yellow. And that's sort of, you just saw it right there. That's one of the things that makes Fantasy Zone really, really tough, is that if you're moving too fast, you can crash right into enemy patterns. It's very, very difficult. And it's one of the things that makes the game very, very difficult, very challenging shooter. Because at this point of the game, if we get hit once, we're going to die. And you're thinking like, well, $20,000, $25,000, that's a lot. But we're already up to almost 5,000. So the grinding is sort of annoying. It's not really to my taste, but it is necessary. You have to do it. And in later stages, enemies are going to move faster. They're going to shoot at you. They're going to hone in on you. So it's just easier for me to do it in this stage. The dollar value increases, though, as the stages move on. So that's something you may want to consider if you find a safer spot to grind. or a better spot to grind so you can get more money faster, then you can definitely do that. We're going to do that again in stage 4, and the money we get there will carry us through the rest of the game. So we'll just listen to some of this awesome music, and I will shut up and just grind. So we got the turtles. Then we're gonna have the red guys come bouncing in. We got the yellow. Turtles. And of course, when we run into the shop, it stops the game, but the money stays there. It doesn't do that when you're going through the warps, which is kind of annoying because these warps sometimes are placed in spots where you just can't help but run into them. But you can use it as an escape, like, oh my gosh, I can't get around this enemy pattern. I'm just going to duck into a warp. And it will clear the enemies. It's so annoying when that happens. The coin lands on the shop icon and you can't get it without going into the shop and coming out of the shop. You really want to just prioritize shooting enemies and just being safe. You don't want to move too fast. You kind of want to know what's coming. And when you play, you know, a new level, like say you beat this level for the first time, it's like when you go to the second stage, you have to learn brand new enemy patterns, and you get no continues, which is annoying. Because if you make it to a new stage on your last life and you die, you have to start over. Now you can't buy a continue in stage 3, but the problem with that is they don't tell you how to use it. It doesn't like just pop up like game over. Would you like to continue? Or add a continue to the main screen. You just have to know that on the game over screen, if you have a continue, to hold down the 1 button. That's how you use your continue. It's very cryptic. And I don't like that. That's kind of bad game design in my opinion. If you bought a continue, because the continues aren't cheap, you know, they're like $20,000. At least put it on the screen that... See, I forgot what enemy pattern was going to happen, but I know for the turtles I like to be on the top of the screen and go straight down, or be on the bottom of the screen and shoot straight up. So it's just sort of a preference. And we got the yellow guys. I couldn't make it to the left or to the right of them, so I decided just to go up and avoid them. I wanted to shoot those ghost enemy things, but the turtles came in, so I prioritized just shooting the ghost. See how fast those came in? I know this is like the most boring part of the game, but like I said, grinding in this game is so necessary. If you don't, then you're not going to have enough money to buy the upgrades that you need. And then especially for the final level, which is a boss rush level, I've got a really good strategy where I'm just going to buy basically one firepower upgrade and then a bunch of the heavy bombs. And we're just going to roll right through the boss levels. And really, like, did you see how like that one yellow guy got kind of away from me? Well, instead of chasing him down to the bottom of the screen and risking getting hit or running into something, I just let him go. Right? These enemy patterns loop infinitely. So don't overextend yourself trying to go for that last enemy or that coin, because there's going to be another one, you know? You have to kind of watch those, because at some point they start going upward. So if you try and go over them, there's a possibility they could fly into you. I didn't get the pattern I like there. I like being able to zip through them like this, shoot one, then shoot three, fly under the red ones. So we'll let the ghosty guys get away. Grab the coin, we're almost there. Just a little bit more. But this is also a really good opportunity to learn how the ship controls, get used to that mushy SEGA Master System D-pad. You know, it's not as precise as the Nintendo one. So sometimes when you push up, you kind of fly up at an angle. So you should have turtles coming somewhere. There they are. Yellow guys. Red guys, ghost guys, there you go. The flying penguin guys, you get turtles. Since we hit that ghost, we'll go get the coin there. Ghost guys. I don't know if these are actually ghosts. See how he's starting to come up on me like that? Okay. So we can play defensively a little bit. See, that's crazy. They can come in so fast. If you get a little bit, you know, off schedule, something bad can happen. Fly under. Prioritize getting the coin. Where are our turtles at? Missed them, that's okay. Turtles. Grind a couple more enemy patterns here just to make sure. And one of the things about grinding too is like you can buy an extra life for like 5,000 and then it goes up to 20,000, then it's 50,000, then it's 100,000. But when you buy an extra life, you need to make sure that you've also got the amount of money that you need to upgrade again. So you need another 2,000 for a normal engine. You know what I mean? So now you need to grind for 7,000 for that one life. You want the big bombs? That's another 3,000. You know. So really, you need to grind for about $5,000 or $6,000 more than what the extra life costs, so you can upgrade that extra life. All right. Well, here's what we want to do. We know that the enemy patterns come in consistently, right? They do the same thing. So we're looking for those turtles. There they are. And the enemies that are on screen are going to be on screen when you leave the shop. So let's make this as easy as possible. We're going to wait for the floating ghost guys, and then we're going to go into the shop. Like this. Now we're going to get the big bomb, which doubles the power of our regular bombs, and then the laser beam. But with these weapon upgrades, they only last a certain amount of time. This weapon's only going to last 20 seconds, and we still have to get back to the boss room. So, yeah, I think the fireball one lasts 10 seconds. So we have the clock in the top right portion, and it took 1 second to get there. 2 seconds we're shooting the boss. That's essentially 10% of the enemy's, or the weapon's life gone. But you'll see how easily we decimated the boss. And the reason we want the laser so we can use it on the bases in stage 2. Definitely want to try and get the money if we can. Oh God. See, we use the warp to get away. And these little blue guys will start to hone in on you. Just a little bit. We definitely want these dollars. You see, like right here, my shots aren't going through the screen. There's a secret right there. Duck away from these guys. You can bomb it. That red vial will extend our health bar, which is awesome. Now we can fly over. We got one more. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close. But see how they just kind of drop stuff on you, man. It's crazy. So in this level, we want to prioritize getting out of this level and getting through the boss, because we got everything that we needed to get. We've got the money we need. We got the upgrades that we need. We just need to get away. So here's the boss, the color power tower guy. And when it turns green, we're going to start chipping away at the boss. So we just want to keep shooting. We kind of stay far on the left and just shoot and dodge. You know, it's not very difficult. You can eviscerate this guy if you've got like big bombs and fireballs and lasers and stuff like that. But we didn't want to spend the money because if we buy an upgrade, it's going to get more expensive. Definitely want to collect this money. Now, this is stage 3 is going to be the hardest stage. And one of the things that makes it really hard are those pink enemies, because I can never really tell if they're going to come from the top of the screen or the bottom of the screen. They're just kind of tough to deal with. So you don't want to be, see, like right there, we got the base shooting the green enemies up at us. All right. But with the big bombs, we can sort of take care of these bases a little faster. See, we took a hit right there. Did not want to do that, but what we do want to find is not this warp. These all kind of loop around. It's not like you have to like backtrack. So this is sort of the cloud level. What we want is the iceberg level. And we die. Not the end of the world. We'll go back to the shop and we will get our upgrades. You see how slow I'm moving? And when you're moving this slow, you're pretty much screwed. All right, there we go. So our only options are the big wings or the jet engine. So we're gonna go with the big wings and the bomb, and hopefully that will. The big wings you fly faster, but not as fast as the normal engine. To me, this is the hardest level in the game. Oh, it just came from there. Here's the iceberg level that I was talking about. The secret shop is right in here. It's on this level. And I'll destroy the bases and we'll get out of here. Alright, so okay. Alright, so that's all the bases. The secret shop is right here. And we'll buy the red bottle first to extend the life bar, the blue bottle to fill the life bar. We definitely want the auto beam, we want the big shot, and we want the shield. So that's why we did all that grinding on the first stage. And we could buy the continue, but again, it's 20,000 and it's kind of hard to use. Like if you don't know how to use it, you're screwed. So now we have the auto fire, which is going to help out a lot. Especially like that enemy pattern that's just moving in really fast. Waiting for these guys. The red fire orbs. That little clock power up, you can get those. There's 3 or 4 of them in the game, I think. And they just extend the amount of time you get with the beam weapons, the wide beam, the laser beam. So if you don't really use those weapons, I wouldn't even bother getting that particular power up, because it's not going to do you any good because you don't use those weapons. Like we already used the laser beam. We're not going to buy it again. Now this is the stage where the money starts to increase, starts to be a lot more. The base money, the dollars that they drop, is going to give us about like 2,000. So we want to make sure we get all of the base money that we can. And we start to have like 5 screens of bases instead of 3. Definitely with the coins, bang bang. So it comes to like shooter video games in general. I play a little bit more conservatively. You know, I'm not trying to be the fastest, but I do like to be sort of safe and efficient, you know. So I'm really just showing you sort of my way to get through this game. But some people, you know, I watch their playthroughs of this, and they're just like zipping through. They don't get any of the health pickups. And yeah, they're just really, really awesome at it. So duck into this shop real quick. Let's see, we can buy an extra ship for 5,000, but then it's going to cost us 20,000, 50,000, and then it tops out at $100,000 for an extra ship, which is crazy. We don't need anything, but this game can like wear out your thumbs. So it's always good to go into a shop and you know, let your hand rest. Oh, we want to go back and get that for sure. We want to make sure that we don't forget any of these little pods. One, we can't get into the boss room, but then when you start to backtrack because you forgot one, it becomes a trip because now you got to backtrack through like 5 screens to figure out which one of those things you missed. Get the coin! They do go away. They do bounce away and disappear. Again, prioritize avoiding enemies and then work on the bases. See, we can just run away from those green guys. We can't hit the warp yet, obviously. OVs. Pretty sure we're missing one of these levels. Maybe not. All right, we'll go back. There's a secret right there that we got. It is a blue vial, so we can refill our health with that, although we don't really need to. But what we want to do is we want to grind on stage 4, and we want to get to about 100, 110,000. That should be good. Now this one's might take a little bit longer, but the coins are worth 400 instead of 200. And the enemy patterns are really kind of easy. There's only 3 of them. There's these little yellow guys that jump in and out. These little orb guys that crash together, and then these green bosses. And that's a pretty easy one. Now when we're grinding on this level for cash, what we don't want to do is take any unnecessary hits. We really want to protect the shield. Although in the next level there's another secret shop, and if we need to buy another one, that's okay, but we paid 12 grand for this shield, and then it goes up to 24,000 and then 60,000 to get the shield in stage 6, which in stage 6, if we have taken a couple hits, I'll lose the shield on purpose and just buy a refill, you know, basically another shield to get ready for those last 2 levels. Again, I'm sorry, I know it's not the most glamorous thing to watch, but again, it's safety and efficiency. I think this is a strategy that most people can really use to get through this game if you're having problems with this game. When I started playing this game, I just wanted to go blasting through it, defeat all the bases, and move on. You know, playing it more like a traditional shooter, but you can't do that with Fantasy Zone. You have to be a little bit more tactical and, like I said, strategy, prioritize, and really understand what's coming next and what weapons you're going to need in the future. It takes a little planning. And in order to get those weapons, unfortunately, we just can't shoot an enemy and get the weapon like, you know, in normal shooters. We have to grind for money and buy them. But I think with 8 stages, I kind of got it down to 2 grinding spots. And I think that's reasonable, you know what I mean? You don't want to start grinding on every level, especially since when we get out of this, you're going to see enemy patterns are going to start moving very, very quickly. So those aren't really optimal spots to grind. So, how's everybody's day going? So that wasn't very smart on my part to like go flying into the unknown for that one coin. It's only 400 bucks and enemy patterns are looping infinitely, so there's always another coin around the corner. And if this is your first time here, listen, I'm playing on original hardware, which I have hooked up to my SHARP NES TV. So I'm playing SEGA on my Nintendo TV. It's the future. Again, not the most glamorous part of the playthrough, but it is necessary. Trying to nestle in right by the shop. Oh, see, we took a hit on our shield. That wasn't great. Yeah, I'm gonna duck into the shop real quick. Give old Thumbsy a rest here. Have a sip of water. And like I said, the enemy pattern should be in the same spot. So if you can remember which enemies were on screen, you'll be okay. We want that coin. Oh, see, we almost took another hit there. I kind of want to get away from these warps so I don't accidentally fly into them. If you get caught in that situation, just hang out underneath the green shooting pillar guys. They exit the screen by going up, so if you're underneath it, eventually it'll just go away, you know? And then get ready for the yellow enemy spread. Alright, we're almost there. Give me the coin. Of course, we got to hit the shop so we can get our 2 coins. Yeah, I feel like I should have had that last green enemy there. Did not mean to fly into those warps. It's one of the general annoyances with this game. So you had to play with a little discipline there. Couldn't get that coin because I would have ran into the green guys. Yeah, we really screwed up those last 3 patterns. Alright, 2 or 3 more enemy patterns, we should be good to go. Alright, so find these enemies. Remember, when you go into a shop, you want to see an enemy pattern on the screen. That way you sort of remember where you left off. So we're going to attack the dragon, and then we're going to go to stage 5, and that's where it really starts to pick up. So we got 5, 6, 7, and then the boss rush. So we can officially be done with some grinding. Just gotta backtrack over here to the warp door. Must have passed it. Like I said, all of these warps, they sort of interlink. It's not like you go left or right and then you have to go all the way back. But I don't know how I got lost. What are we doing here? Is it in this stage? But these, oh God. Just fly around, try and find it. Not in here. Is it? There it is. Okay. I was about to get go loony. So we want to do headshots here on the dragon boss. And you want to do this with some level of speed and efficiency, because he will start shooting smaller orange fireballs at you, and they basically track on you. Like, he shoots them right at you. All right, now you're going to start to see we're going to have some issues. So we got the wavy colored, multicolored guy. Then we have the green guys. And then we've got the guys that come from the ceiling. So you can anticipate that. Now we got those fast-moving green guys. Guys falling from the ceiling. Definitely want those dollar bills. All right. Now we are not trying to be the best at hanging out in these levels, but there are some upgrades that we want. There's a secret shop, so we want all of that stuff. Secret shop is actually in this level. Right there. And we want the red bottle and the blue bottle to extend our health bar and then to give us more health. But we're also going to be looking for the normal engine and the twin big bombs, which are great. So we got the wavy guy, green guys, guys falling from the ceiling. Thought there was one more. Again, we're just kind of prioritizing dodging enemies. I like to get to the end of the string that I already shot, so I don't really want to be in between the two blue bases. I mean, we'll take some cash if there is cash. Just get out of the way of the falling enemies, of course. And you can see these little bubbles that the bases shoot out. Now they're starting to like hone in on you. And that ain't no good time for nobody. So here's the twin big bombs. We definitely want those. And if we lose our shield, I didn't even look for a normal engine. No, that's the other shop. Oop. So we're just like not moving as fast as we need to with the big wings. Run away! Tactical retreats. Did somebody say treats? And we want to go in here. See, like the turbo engine, way too fast. Jet engine, way too fast. So we're going to have to... We definitely want the normal engine. Oh, one of the other things about Fantasy Zone is like we can go to the big shot, our weapon, and we can put that back. We can downgrade if we wanted to. But unfortunately, you have to be in a shop to do that, which is kind of annoying. And if you die, you're going to lose any weapons that you have that you're not using anyway. So it's like, why buy them? All right, boss time. That's just my opinion anyway. And the bosses aren't overly difficult. It's really navigating the stages. All right, we'll start to the left. That's my go-to move. These little green guys that come out of the bases will hone in on you. And again, because we did a lot of work and did a lot of grinding, we don't really need the money. So it kind of makes it a little... Oh, see, we lost our shield. And that's not good. So we're looking for... We need to find the secret... the secret shop where we can buy another shield. not in this stage. We're looking for the cloud on the bottom, mountains in the background stage. That's where the secret shop is going to be. And we really want to get there immediately. Right here. It's in this level. And it's okay if we take a couple more hits because we can refill our health there too. So, you know, we're definitely going to get that anyway. It's in here somewhere. Still, we're prioritizing enemies. All right. So a red bottle, a blue bottle. This is the one shop where you can get an extra life for $100. So we're going to take that. And look, the shield is $60,000. That's not good. So because we lost the shield, now we actually do have to grind just a little bit. We want to make sure we're getting money. And then we want to make sure, because we want to be able to buy a bunch of heavy bombs for the boss rush. I think the coins here give you 600. Should go to the shop real quick. Yeah, I still can. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna stop talking, so things must have gotten real serious. All right, the little hamburger spring boss. Yeah, see that? Not very difficult. Give me that dollar. Give me this money. This is by far the hardest level, but there is a safe area pretty much at the top of the screen. The green guys don't go that high even though they zip in. The blue guys will jump that high, and then you're just basically avoiding enemy bullets and dropping bombs on bases. Dropping bombs. And that's all we really want to do here is prioritize just bombing bases from a safe distance, and it'll take a while because it's not a flashy strategy. We can use both sides, left and right side. Just gotta kind of watch out for the blue guys because they will jump that high and they can hit you. And of course the bullets can hit you. So I just kind of run away from the blue guys. Make sure we cleared them all out, which I think we did. And we'll hit our first warp. Exact same strategy. Dodge the blue guys, prioritize bombing bases. And don't leave the top part of the screen unless you absolutely have to. See, like it took an unnecessary hit there. Just be patient. I want to take a look at this shop. All right, we can buy the normal engine, which is what we want. Use our next warp. Green guys. So you get like 1 or 2 hits in, we're getting out of the way. 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're clearing that thing out of the way. Clearing that out of the way. Next warp. We're already there, so we want to use the second warp, which is down here. So that, even that was a little too aggressive. You just want to stay real high on the screen to maximize the distance that you have to, you know, adjust and react. But you also have to kind of, the psychology of it, right? This is the last level before the boss rush. So if we can get this right, we're almost home free, you know? And I know you want to like get in a rush and get through it so you can get to that final stage. Let's just go ahead and play a little conservative, you know, for this one level. And this is the last area. again, we're not doing anything super high skill here. We're just staying at the top of the screen, and we are just avoiding enemies. Avoiding shots, just getting 1 or 2 dips in on the boss, 1 or 2 bombs on him. There's no timer, so we can kind of take our time a little bit. Now, right here where that little cactus has 2 hands up, right underneath me, in that little black hole area, there's another timer, but we're not getting the timer because we're not going to use any of those weapons. Yeah, so we lost our shield. And what we want is, actually we'll go through here. There's another red vial right there. But what we want is in this shop. We want this heavy bomb. And we're going to use that for the boss. And this boss is a pain in the butt. But if you hit him high with the heavy bomb, you can destroy him in basically 1 hit. Alright, so here we go. Boss rush. Notice how when we get that last vial, it actually didn't refill our entire health bar, which is dumb. Again, bad enemy design. So here's my strategy. We're going to use a fireball. We're going to kill the first, second, and third boss very, very quickly. Remember, we only have 10 seconds to do that. Then we're just going to buy a bunch of heavy bombs. And hopefully we can get through with that. If not, fireball is 5,000, so 7,000 with the normal engine. So we should be good even if we kind of die, as long as we don't get our ass kicked like right here. Alright, so we took a hit, which is dumb. And in these levels on the boss rush, when you push left, it plays like a defender. But when you play these levels, in the regular stages, if you push left, you just move back. So 1 bomb, 2 bombs, 3 bombs. We'll take care of that guy. Oh, I took a dumb hit too. I didn't mean to do that. I thought I was gonna be able to go higher. All right. Wait for this guy to unspring, and we can take him out in 1 hit. Take that guy out in 1 hit, and we're looking pretty good. As long as we don't take way too many hits. Now the last one's going to come away from the right. It's going to go down across the bottom of the screen. And what we're going to try and do is hit it with a heavy bomb. Like that. Get ready for the final boss, which is right here. And we ran out of heavy bombs, so we can just use our bombs and stay above it. If it goes up, you want to move up. Now really, this is the safest strategy. Just stay above it, hit it with bombs. It may take a while. That's okay. And there it is. That is the final boss, Fantasy Zone 2 Tears of OPA OPA on the SEGA Master System. When I started playing this game, I absolutely hated it. And now it's one of my favorite shooters in my collection. So as always on Let's Play the Classics, we're going to let the credits roll. You guys can read the story, maybe, if you can see it on the CRT. A really interesting shooter. And if you play a lot of like vertical or side-scrolling shooters and you want to add something different to your collection, definitely add this game. I think it's only like 50 bucks complete, you know, for a Master System game. Yeah, really, really fun, man. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Like I said, watch the credits. There are extra things, like I said, the timers. I didn't really get the timers in this playthrough because I didn't use them. You know, you don't want to risk flying down to get a power-up that you're not going to use, you know. But I wish, like, if they could change one thing about this game, I wish when you went into the boss warp door for the regular levels, it would take you to a shop where you could then, you know, pick weapons and stuff like that. I think it's kind of nonsense to be 2 seconds away on a timed weapon and you've lost 10% of the weapon's shot value trying to get to the boss where you need the weapon. All right, so we're gonna call this a no death run. That one death I took, that was an exhibition death, just to show you guys what not to do. That doesn't count against my permanent record. Okay, we'll take a 1 death run of Fantasy Zone 2 Tears of OPA OPA. Not bad. As I we'll let the credits roll. Have you guys ever played this game? Have you ever heard of this game? And you know, make sure you leave a comment down below. And Opa Opa was one of Sega's like first mascots. Like I don't really even remember Alex Kidd or Opa Opa. I just remember Sega's first mascot being Sonic. That was me. And then sort of like Vector Man, you know. So there it is. There's the end screen. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching this playthrough. I know it was a long one, but sometimes you just gotta grind. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share on social media. Don't forget to bang that notification bell so you can stay up to date on all of your CM retro gaming goodness. Guys, take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next Let's Play the Classics.